All right, my friends, I hope everyone had a very happy holiday. Spending time with friends and family, spending time enjoying life, receiving. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now, receiving, being open up to receive. We got this big new moon in Capricorn, lunar eclipse, right? So here in North America, it's happened at, 12:12 a.m. on the 26th, okay, here in Eastern Standard Time. So it's not a solar eclipse that we can see with our eyes, but it's one that we're certainly going to feel, right? Opening up our heart, opening up to receive. All right, we've got Mercury over there in the sign of Sagittarius, reminding us to have faith in our journey. And I'm going to share with you coming home last night here from my father's house. All right, the fog was so thick. It was unbelievable. All right, I couldn't see 50 feet in front of my car. Now, the speed limit sign says 50 miles an hour, right? It's telling me that I can safely travel at 50 miles an hour. However, the fog is so thick, I needed to slow down. Okay? Needed to trust myself to slow down because I can barely see in front of me. But I also have to trust the road, trust the path, that it will be illuminated, right? And if I'm slow enough, I'm able to maneuver safely. Okay, that's what this Capricorn energy is reminding us right now, is to slow things down. All right? We're not in a rush for anything. All right, this is a new beginning. There's no rushing a healing. All right, slow down and open up to receive this healing. To slow down and to observe what's happening, to bring things into perfection, like we talk about, right? That coal turning into a diamond, it takes a very long time. It's perfection, bringing our lives into perfection right now. Yeah? So, let me show you the chart. We've got all kinds of fun energy going on. All right. So the moon, now, again, early in the morning. All right, let me just, this is a special day. I don't want to jump ahead. All right, so they're at midnight, right? Well, I'm recording this about 10:30. So midnight here, just in a little bit, we got that eclipse going to happen, something we're all going to feel. At the same time, Mars is creating a sextile over to Pluto, okay? This is our deep shadow side of self is coming into a healing, transformational healing, okay? As well, Mars creating the quintile over to Venus. Now the sextile again is two different signs. We got water over here, this deep-rooted emotional stuff, very deep-rooted emotion, very good passion, okay? Very passionate part of the sign of Scorpio. Connecting with earth sign, water and earth is creation, okay? Fire and air is going to be destruction. Either way, they're both creative. Okay, but this is creation, maintaining something, bringing something from nothing, where this is more like ideas sparking, fire and air. This is like manifesting from emotion into physical reality. Okay, so this emotion, deep-rooted emotion into physical reality is changing. Maybe we had a falling out with a family member, and maybe we can see it, hey, this has changed. I trust myself. I trust, the information in my journey, and I trust that they've been working on themselves and their journey. And, the same issues that we had last year or last Christmas or whatever, last New Year's or last Hanukkah, whatever is going on in our lives, whoever we are, whatever path we're going down, that, this individual has done their work and I've done mine, right? Mercury here in Sagittarius. There's a lot of new information that's come to the light, and I need to trust and have faith in that process. Okay, so Mars is saying, like, look, this deep-rooted passionate stuff here, we can bring this into a place of transformation, and we can work with this, we can grow with this new energy. Let's bring this stuff into the physical world. As well, this quintile, now this is a very different energy from a sextile, as this deals with fate. This deals with universe kind of energy. That is a very creative, talents, bringing people together, a fated way of bringing people together. Okay, let's leave it there. Okay, because Mars is our planet of action, Venus is our planet of love, wants, and desires. Okay, so these two making this creative connection together between water sign, passionate Scorpio and futuristic thinking, visionary sign of Aquarius, where Venus is at. It's just like, hey, I've always wanted to be a painter, and maybe all we see is this white canvas, and Venus is over here feeling the painting. It's not about, it's like what is his name, Pollock. I'm thinking of Andy Warhol, but it's not Andy Warhol. It's who's the guy, the real messy guy? Is it Pollock? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like messy painting. You're just feeling it. You're feeling it. It's not something that, we had to learn or study, sit down and scribble down and be meticulous about. That's Capricorn's job over here, to be this meticulous thing. This is a feeling, expression painting, right? Andrew Pollock, I think is what his name is. Either way, somebody leave a comment. Okay, so we have this really beautiful, right, passion energy meeting up with futuristic energy. Okay, we're not just seeing the canvas for this blank thing that it is. We're able to see that painting, in our heads, hold it in our hearts, and then we can slowly bring it into manifestation with all of this beautiful, this beautiful earth energy. Okay, and the fact that both Venus and Mars right now are connecting with the North Node, reminding us to be compassionate with ourselves, compassionate with others, reminding us to be nurturing, reminding us to be caring, reminding us to lead with our heart space, right? Not with our, just leave it there. Leading with our heart space. And although I don't have it set up in this chart, it's the way that I've got this solar fire program set up right now. Okay, these are only 6 degrees apart, the North Node and Uranus. Okay, these two are seeing each other. They are making a connection. They are making a sextile. Okay, again, that creative energy, the same that Pluto is having with Mars here. All right. There is a creative energy happening with, if I am caring, if I am nurturing, if I am allowing, and if I am accepting, there's a beautiful water to earth connection of I can make way and break through the past, break through these old ideas, break through the old concepts, and again, following my heart. And again, it's such a cool feeling of following our hearts, breaking through this tradition, okay, and connecting with our vision of the future and our deep-rooted passions. Super, super cool, all right? Further, we have, as you see here, Chiron creating that quintile, that little light blue line here, over here to the moon, okay? Our emotional moon is what we need. Okay, so that's going to be happening during this eclipse, and to the sun, to this eclipse here on Saturday, on Thursday. All right, and what's extra fun is it's not quite there yet, but the sun is going to meet up on Friday with Jupiter, which is like the happiest day of the year. So it's like we have all this eclipse energy, which is like all this beautiful new beginning kind of stuff. It's saying slow down, observe our path, observe what's going on here, and even if this sign is saying I can go 50 miles an hour, to trust my own instincts, to trust, that I'm going to be able to see through the fog, and if I slow down, I can maneuver safely to get to my destination, right? Big new beginning, big visionary opportunities here for us to feel whatever it is that we want to bring into into this life, into this world, and who is coming into our life with us, because Aquarius is about the community, right? This is the big community. So Venus being here is a really beautiful place for Venus to be. Mars being home in the sign of Scorpio, just getting the work done that started 2.5, 3 months ago. All this Scorpio energy that's just been, coming up and coming up and coming up. And it's just like, we're healing this over here. We're healing this over here. We're healing this. And now we get like, okay, well, I've healed this. And I see a new, brighter future. And then the new moon coming together in the middle of that in Capricorn is just like, I got this. Whatever is going on, the mountain goat's going to get to the top of the mountain, baby. Whatever is going on in our lives, we can get there. We can figure it out. And again, Mercury being in the sign of Sagittarius, trusting and having faith in our process, trusting and having faith in our journey, trusting the other, trusting the unknown, trusting that we're going to be able to navigate through the fog, right? It's a really powerful day, a powerful new beginning that's going to lead into one of the most jovial days of the year. Sun connect Jupiter. And we're going to talk about that more tomorrow. So, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Enjoy this beautiful day, this beautiful energy, this new beginning. Wiping the plate clean. And again, if you didn't see, I did put out a longer video about this eclipse. If you haven't checked that out, please do, because it's a lot jam-packed full of information that's like the eclipse specific, as well as what's coming. You know what? I'm jumping ahead of myself here. I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to come back and talk a little bit more, because look at this. As the day progresses, look, the moon is also going to meet up with Jupiter. Okay, so that's happening just after this eclipse. So whoever's staying up crazy late here, okay, Moon Jupiter, always one of the happiest days of the month. Okay. Then as we continue, the moon's going to what? It's going to connect with the south node. Okay, and that happens at 8 a.m. when some of us are just getting up. So what does that mean right there? So this is like a jam-packed, a power-packed trio that's happening. Okay, let me explain that. So first we have the eclipse, new beginnings, seeing things bright and beautiful and new, connecting obviously these two, acceleration energy and feeling energy, working through the shadows, seeing a vision for the future, making sure that we're following our heart space, following the nurturing, caring aspects of our being. Okay. Then we have the moon meeting up after the eclipse with Jupiter. And what that's saying is more. Let's keep diving into this. Let's keep it going. Let's add more. More of this discipline, more of a deeper understanding, more of this new beginning, sensation. And then the moon meeting up with the south node is saying, okay, I am willing and able and capable to let go. I'm willing and able and capable to surrender. Now, some of us, okay, here it is. I hope you stayed with me on this one. Okay, we're going on. So some of us can be suited up and have our armor on us. We're going in for battle, man. Some of us can be suited up in this armor. And when that moon comes up at nighttime, we surrender to the moon. We surrender to Mother Moon. All right? We surrender to sleep. It's what our bodies need. That's why the moon is what we need in astrology. Okay? So sometimes we can try to fight it off as long as we want, but we're down, and we're still wearing our armor. And we're susceptible at this point in time. When we surrender, we're susceptible, we are open, we are vulnerable. Key words there, we are vulnerable. Okay? And this is saying that we can be vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, allowing ourselves to be open. Because essentially what we want to do here is not fall asleep with our armor on. We want to be able to take that off and respect ourselves, respect our bodies, respect our beds, respect our space, respect our partners. That I don't need to wear this protection to sleep, that I'm allowing myself to surrender. Okay, very, very, very important aspect leading into the day. And again, this energy is happening really early here in Eastern Standard Time. So it's reminding us, yes, it's okay. It's okay to surrender. It's okay to let go. Whatever we've been holding on to. I say it all the time. A single bar can be a prison if we hold on to it long enough. So what have we been holding on to in our lives that's been stopping us from this new beginning? We must open up our hands to receive, open up our arms to give that hug, to receive that hug, to embrace, taking off our armor. So again, power-packed day. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm actually going to end it this time. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.